presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, their head coach, his team ready to return to action following that dreaded early season bye. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 4.
Ready.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Carolina defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got one complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready, break. Set up. Check, smack. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Ready.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Panthers 60. Go.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Looking to throw, Young. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Now Young. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll play fake. Now Young. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here is Young. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, He's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Let's go now. Black force, ready.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clock.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. That's brought in downfield by London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The Panthers' 45-yard line. Let's go.
Algier going straight ahead. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Algier will try to pick it up. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta.
Ready. Lightning 18.
A play fake. Now Penix. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air, Penix. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Smash, smash. Go. Hawk 7.
Robinson up the middle. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what?
Short attention span.
Because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
19.
They'll throw with Penix. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Warriors 70.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This a 27-yard attempt here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Young now. Got a man. That's Liggett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
To throw, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Give left side to Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Here's Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Hiking, Buffalo 18.
Now Penix. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. What?
Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Young to throw it. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Now Young. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Yellow, 43, set, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hey, Cougar 19.
And looking to throw, Penix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 3rd down at 13. Looking to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Being chased out left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The celebration, we'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Go, check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go. Let's go.
Throwing again, Penix. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Panthers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Carolina.
Here we go, Jack.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. He stiff arms it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
6-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Algier now up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
To the air, Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Let's go. Check smash. Check. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check go.
They'll throw with Penix. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
33, yellow.
Throwing, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
It's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Penix working out of the gun here. Got a man, it's London.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
That's complete to Mooney.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Penix.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Here's Young from the shotgun. That's complete to Chuba Hubbard. Nifty move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Set, ready. Yellow.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here we go.
To the air once more, Young. He'll find McMillan here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Down.
Off the play fake, Young. And Sanders has got it, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go. Ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hubbard is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hubbard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got through, but could not get the ball over the chalk. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Ready.
Young off the bootleg toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline.
CPU scared to go for it SMH.
But he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
He's taken down
From the 33, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Third down, here's Algier. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, ready.
Young working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Got a man, that's Liggett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Young. That one completes a Liggett. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And some room to work. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Come on.
They'll throw again. Young. This is caught by McMillan. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Hubbard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The slot man in motion right. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 8, just over 2 minutes.
You doing a lot of dumb shit when you click on to make it seem like I got no users.
And looking to throw, Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Slide my guy away as I click on.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brings up third down.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might